There's the good news and the bad news with the timber decks, and that is that even though the wet and forget will certainly kill that, it is black fungi, is it?
Yeah, it's
black spot
fungus.
or something?
Yeah, absolutely, black fungus.
Even though it will kill it, what tends to happen is when it gets to this stage where it's gone really black, is that you may have to, about a month down the track, five weeks down the track, get out your little scrubbing brush and give it a light scrub, because what happens is that growth doesn't release very easily. I think it hangs onto the fibres of the timber, and it's one of the only surfaces where you do have to put a wee bit of elbow grease into it. But the good thing is that the wet and forget has sterilised the surface, it's killed the black fungi, and it's softened it up, and it's probably 30 times easier to remove it with the scrubbing brush than if you haven't put it on.
And don't go with the water blaster because you damage your timber, and that is bad news.
Now, once again, don't be mean with the product. Get plenty onto the surface. And you will notice with the wet and forget, depending on how porous the surface is, as to how economical it is to use. Because on this surface, it's not too porous, so you can see that it's wetting out very, very quickly, Rude, compared to the that moss and guns that we had before. Yeah. Well, here we are, 5 weeks down the track since Rude Climbpast and myself are out showing you where we could use wet and forget. In this case, it's a Aquila timber deck. Now, you can see that we've still got this black fungi sitting on the surface of the timber. The reason for that is the stuff hangs on to the little fibres of the timber. So in this case, and it's the only situation with wet and forget, we may have to give it a wee scrub to remove it. The good thing is that you really only ever have to scrub this once, because once you've got it clean and back to its original condition, you then use the wet and forget as a maintenance tool.
This is a threatened plant if we don't watch out. Now you're going to spray that corner there, Rod.
Absolutely.
What do you reckon? Take it away, eh?
Definitely. You definitely don't want it, they're quite delicate, so you don't want to spray the prize petunias by any stretch of the imagination.
No, so safety first, get out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, where you go?
Good.
Oh, look
Thank
at the
you.
snails, wonderful.
Oh yeah. Oh. Here we go. Look at that moss in the corner there. Unbelievable.
Will you look at this now? We're about 4 days later, and all the moss gone to meet its maker. And even the little lichens on the boards here are starting to cark it as we speak.